This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Monday, July 24th, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. The Du Bois County Airport Authority is looking to expand the Huntingburg Regional Airport by investing $6 million to build a new terminal. The new 6,000 square foot facility will replace the existing terminal that was built in 1960 that President Jim Hunsicker says has exceeded its lifespan.
When you get off an airplane, your first opinion is based on what you see. A new terminal, a nice looking terminal, makes quite a large impression on a new person coming in that's looking to locate a new business in the area or to make people feel at home and comfortable.
Officials hope to begin construction in 2024. The terminal, when complete, will include private offices, a conference room, simulator room, a pilot lounge with quiet rooms for flight planning, and a second-floor observation mezzanine. Christina Lund, president and CEO of Indianapolis-based AES Indiana since 2020, is leaving at the end of July. Lund plans to become president of a renewable energy company. Ahmed Pasha, the utility's chief financial officer, has been named acting president of AES Indiana, as well as a sister operation, AES Ohio, based in Dayton. Reverend Yamil Acevedo has been named interim chief officer of the Wesley Seminary at Indiana Wesleyan University. He succeeds Colleen Durr, who left at the end of June to become president of Eastern Nazarene College in Quincy, Massachusetts. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
For 25 years, we've had the honor of telling the story of Indiana business. More than 1,300 shows, 8,000 interviews. We've traveled from Valparaiso to Versailles, Fort Wayne to Fort Branch, and everywhere in between. And we are just getting started. Our team is passionate about Indiana business because your story is worth telling. Join us every week as we travel the state to bring you Indiana's story. Inside Indiana Business, 25 years and counting.
Stellantis says it will build a second U.S. electric vehicle battery factory in a joint venture with Samsung. IIB's Kate Sharon has more.
The automaker didn't disclose the location, but said today it signed a memorandum of understanding with South Korea-based Samsung SDI under its existing joint venture called Star Plus Energy. The new plant will open in early 2027, joining a joint venture facility in Kokomo that's already under construction and scheduled to start production in 2025. CEO Carlos Tavares said in a prepared statement that the second plant will help the company offer at least 25 new battery electric vehicles in North America by the end of the decade. No financial details of the new venture were released. Stellantis is planning for half its U.S. passenger car and light truck sales to be battery electric by 2030. The company wants 100% of its sales in Europe to be electric by the same time frame. The Kokomo plant, about 60 miles north of Indianapolis, will employ 1,400 workers and cost about $2.5 billion. In February, the automaker detailed plans to invest $155 million in 3 of its Kokomo facilities to support the production of a new electric drive module, which will be used in its battery electric vehicles beginning in the third quarter of 2024. Kate Sharon, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The Kankakee Welcome Center is nearing completion of a nearly $35 million renovation. The new building on I-65 near DeMotte in Jasper County is replacing a more than 40-year-old building and will feature ADA-compliant and energy-efficient bathrooms, more parking, walking trails, and other amenities. Our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report the state plans for the center to be completed by September and hold a grand opening with Governor Eric Holcomb in October. The Welcome Center is one of many the state is overhauling as part of a $275 million effort aimed at rehabbing aging, well-trafficked stopping points by 2032. As he prepares to step down as Indiana's Secretary of Commerce next month, Brad Chambers says he is confident that the state's economic development momentum will continue after he leaves. In an interview on Inside Indiana Business Television, Chambers said the state's deal pipeline is far from empty.
Somewhere close to $100 billion of industry continues to look and evaluate Indiana and all the great attributes of this state. And so, it's not going to surprise me at all that the hits just keep on coming here over the next few months, even into next year. There is talent and passion and innovation and an aspiration for more and better in our state. And I'm just leaving 24 months of Secretary of Commerce fulfilled and confident that there is more in our future, can be more in our future, should be more in our future.
1 week ago, Chambers announced his decision to step down on August 6th, 2 years after taking office. In each of those 2 years, Indiana saw a record amount of economic investment. WGU Indiana Chancellor Allison Bell is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.